everybody, it's Erin from Juniper and Oaks. I am so excited because today is the first day of the Great Tennessee Yarn Tour here in East Tennessee. I've got Superman over here and my other kids here. We're about to go to Hook and Needle, the local yarn store here that is closest to my house, to start out the Great Tennessee Yarn Tour. And what this is just a tour throughout the local yarn shops in my area, and I'm excited to check them all out. Really, I only know of Hook and Needle. That's the only one I've ever been to, but I'm really excited to check out all these other great stores and meet everybody who owns them. It's gonna be a really great time. I'm hoping to go to all these different places with my friend Rachel, who is a knitter, and we just share the love of yarn. Anytime that our sons are like at birthday parties together, we're just like off in the corner crocheting or knitting, just like a couple old grandmas. But you can see this picture of us here knitting at main event at a birthday party. I will have my two kids with me, so just bear with that. And I hope to just chat with people, get just a visual of what's going on. This is the first time I've ever done anything like this, so we get to experiment together. We're gonna bring Black Panther too. Surprisingly, we were ready to go before it was time to meet my friends, so I took the kids to the bike path and they rode their bikes. Look at that sweet little Superman. They had such a good time, but now it's time to go to the yarn store. Where are we? Yarn store. That's right. Are you gonna be wild and crazy inside?
No.
Are you gonna be nice and calm inside? Yeah. Yay! Here we are, stop number 1 in the Great Tennessee Yarn Tour. Let's go see what's inside. This is the first out of 13 local yarn shops here in East Tennessee that are part of the Great Tennessee Yarn Tour. We go from Kingsport all the way past Chattanooga a little bit. Come on, son! My kids are with me this time. We'll see how they do. For the most part, they were pretty contained. Griffin loved looking at black yarn and feeling all of it, and he also was throwing around his Black Panther. I don't have any footage of him throwing a Black Panther, but here you can see Black Panther hanging out with some yarn. Eventually, I gave them some screen time so they could relax while I could shop, hang out with Rachel, and see what this yarn tour was all about. After I get them settled, I grabbed my swag bag. I'll do a full video about this later. Then we entered the giveaways and did some shopping. Oh, it's really hard to decide what to get, but I do love this colorway. Each stop along the way will have a special mini skein that's exclusive for the yarn tour, and we're going to combine those mini skeins at the end. You can either knit or crochet one of these patterns. I've never really crocheted up a shawl, but I'm really excited to make this one as a little memento. I was also able to talk to the owner of the store and get a little chit chat with her. What is your name?
My name is Christi Blankemeyer.
Tell me a little bit about your yarn shop.
Well, it's Hook and Needle. We started almost 8 years ago. We're in Maryville, Tennessee. We moved about a year ago. It's been a process, and you know, as all things go, like anything that's worthwhile takes work. So, but all in all, it's great.
Why did you start your yarn shop?
That's a long story, but the short version is I always have had yarn. My grandmother taught me to knit when I was 8, and I was unable to have children, so I wanted some sort of legacy. So I decided to do what I loved. My favorite thing about running a yarn store is the people.
Yeah.
It's also my least favorite thing. Seeing people succeed and the light bulb going off when they finally figure something out. That's what makes it worthwhile. And to see the relationships build between people that wouldn't have otherwise met each other.
And tell me, what are you looking forward to about the yarn tour?
I'm just meeting a lot of new people, you know, just people we've never met before. And celebrating the dog days of summer by planning the winter out with yarn.
Yay! Well, that's great. Thank you so much, Christy. It's great talking to you. Okay, I had so much fun with my friend Rachel at our first stop in the Great Tennessee Yarn Tour. We have put it in our schedule to take 2 more days to complete the whole tour. It's gonna take a while. We're gonna have to drive far on certain days. It's gonna be so fun to travel together and road trip across East Tennessee to look at all the local yarn stores that this place has to offer. I moved to East Tennessee 4 years ago with my husband and my 3-year-old at the time. I was quite pregnant with my second and gave birth to him, had postpartum depression, COVID hit. I was coming out of that, and then I got pregnant with Piper. and then she was born, and now she's finally 2 years old, and I feel like I'm really coming out of it. And I'm ready to start exploring. Since moving here, we really haven't explored East Tennessee very much. So I'm really excited for the opportunity to go with Rachel around to the local yarn shops and see what this place has to offer as far as yarn, but also explore the small town and the communities that are around here. So stay tuned for parts 2 and 3 for the Great Tennessee Yarn Tour. In the meantime, make sure that you subscribe to my YouTube channel and hit that little bell so you're notified when the next video comes out. Like this video so that other people can find it. And leave me a comment below. Have you ever done a yarn tour like this before? Do you have any suggestions for me? Any tips? What should I look for in each of these yarn stores? Just leave me some comments below so I, know what I'm getting myself into. Well, talk to you guys later. Happy crafting!